We're back in Stick War Legacy for the challenges. And the mission that was sent to us was Mission 460. There's apparently a boss you get to fight. We're gonna try it on hard, and we've got deathmatch training speed. So we're going vampire skins. Some of the units have extra health, others have lifesteal. Here's our upgrades. So the thought is, with really fast building, we're gonna just do mining rush. Hey, wait a minute. I get to fight with the boss? I thought I got to fight the final boss. So being able to control the final boss is a pretty big honor, I would say, in this game. I've never gotten to do that, I don't believe, or if I played this mission, it has been years. Oh, hey guys, what are you doing? The dudes with the little golden haircuts. Yeah, we're gonna need a few more units. Now, we're just gonna send the final boss. I wanted to call him Griffin the Great, but that's not who he is. He is not Griffin the Great. He's gonna be able to solo, I think, the vast majority of these incoming attacking sword wrath. And then all I'll need to do is have a few token Archidons behind him shooting their arrows. Now, I guess in hindsight, now that I know I have a giant on the front line, I may not have done giant upgrades myself. Okay, my miners are out there because I built too many of them. Fantastic. Whoopsies, mistakes have been made. Now, you only really need 8 miners because you only have 4 nodes and only 2 miners can operate each node. So now I have miners on the front line of my army fighting with the final boss of the campaign. Why? Well, because science and reasons, and I don't have an excuse. It doesn't make any sense. That being said, a few more Speartons and a few more archers. Now I'm starting to see why y'all gave me this mission in the comments, which, by the way, please let me know what other missions or maybe a tournament challenge you'd like to see in the next video, because these are always just like such a fun series to have. I love hearing like what missions, because I mean there's over 500 now, and I definitely haven't gotten the time to play them all, but it's fun to hear why people like certain missions and then seeing which ones are the most upvoted, probably due to difficulty or novelty. And I think when you get to control the boss, there's definitely an argument for saying, hey, this is a rather unique mission. So now that we've got a pretty staunch front line of a giant spears and archers, I'd like to save up for my magic guild here just to increase my frontline strength. Okay, so it did say we're gonna fight classic units. I still think these are silly looking helmets. It looks like blonde hair with gems. And the Speartons helmets are like gladiators, like Roman gladiators, as opposed to like Greek hoplites. It's a minor little issue with me who's being rather persnickety, but you know what, here we are. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless we fight a final boss, and it's final boss versus final boss, which would be really cool, I just don't see how they're gonna break past my front line being what it is. I think the only thing that would make this even better is a merit for healing. Okay, no, if you look between the Spearton and Magic Kill spawn buttons, you can see the health bar of my giant. I was like, oh, we're not even taking any damage, but depending where you look, you can clearly see we've suffered some damage. Okay, I got a little bit too confident earlier because that is a massive army of Speartons. I've never seen that in a mission before. That's got to be over 10 of them, right? Oh, we've got problems. Now, I'm glad we have the vampire skins. With lifesteal on our combat units, it's going to mean that we're going to be able to stay in the fight longer. Where's the sun? Because normally when the sun goes down is when the mission's over, but I'm pretty sure the sun has already gone down. Yeah. Does anyone know if the final boss actually has a name or not? Oh man, they're fighting in and around my mineral line. I might not have any more miners. No, let's see. No, we've got a decent amount. So we're going to pull out a little bit forward. Smite an entire legion of sword wrath here real quick. Like it's something to do. And, protect the mineral line. So how many do we got? Actually, I might not have needed to produce another miner. I'm not sure if we lost one. I'm just gonna assume we did, and if not, the miner will join the front line. The same mistake I made earlier. They say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and expecting different results. So,
did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
I need to count my miners. It's just, there's more important things to do right now. I still want to make a game with like stick mythos. Like I think I want to use mythology in a way. I don't think I want it to be combat like Stick War though. I'd want it to be unique. So we got a whole bunch of gems there, and now we're going to mission 450. Survive a gauntlet of bosses. We're going into hard mode. Oh yeah. And I think that vampire skins are still the play. And upgrading the solid frontline units. See, I think we need more unit variety, really. Oh man, yeah, it's a boss gauntlet, so everything gets fully upgraded, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is when you know you're about to get straight into it. I just got my spells. I wanted to check this. Will I be gifted those spells again? Do we have a free spell glitch? The answer is no. Oh my gosh, we gotta get units out ASAP. Here's some good luck reinforcements. Yeah, so we got the reinforcements. We did not get the units themselves. So what's our front line look like? Now, I thought this was mission, I think it was 395, but we've already done a boss gauntlet. I believe it was even last week. Always happy to do another one. I guess when you're a game that's been around for years and you have to have like 3 to 4 new weekly missions every week, and you're not bringing in new units or new boss types, which I think you should be, Stick War, then you're gonna run into this. That being said, this is different. Okay, it's varying degrees of different. 50 shades of Stick War right here. All right, so we're gonna charge out and meet them in the field. I think we're gonna want more archers. We've got a decent front line, although a few more Speartons with vampiric steel would be. Look at this. Look at how good this guy is. This is like Legolas Greenleaf right here. He's got a helmet on. He's got a Spearton helmet on. Okay, here I am being like, they should incorporate new types of units. And here we are, seeing a new type of unit. All right. Oh man, I love when my unit cap is set to 100. It's the United Tribes. The United Tribes of America. So, okay, we've got a rather large Savage Spearton, some Sword Wrath, and some Archidons. They're gonna die. Like, I think that's pretty safe to say, yeah, that they are just simply going to die. All right, so with that, more Speartons to make up a very, very, very good front line. And then it's just gonna be the minions dying, Speartons surviving and life stealing with their stabby spears. And then after that, maybe another magic kill, maybe some more Archidons. When you really think about it, it's crazy though. Stick War, in all of its grandeur and amazingness, I can only build 6 units. There's no deck customization like in Stick War 3, or they're calling Stick War Saga. Uh-oh, we got glacial archers, and they are cutting me down. That being said, now that we're getting our salvos of arrows out there, I probably will want one giant, maybe? Nah, I don't want a giant. Although when I fight the bosses, I probably will. No. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's the strategy. Thousands of minions, thousands of arrows, a couple Speartons. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they went high fantasy, you know, like Lord of the Rings, Warhammer type stuff, or if they had gone mythology, that you could get a lot more unit types out. I would love to see it, man. Oh, look at these little fiery swordy boys. They're a little bit larger and a little bit more in charger than the normal size Speartons. That being said, they die all the same. Fall back and create a staunch line of spears. Well, I guess little daggers. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I say all this because I just want more Stick War games, Stickman games, Stickman and Stick War games, and I'm happy. I feel like they should make Stick War Saga. I want to see the Chaos campaign. That's something that I feel like has been talked about since Stick War 2, when I believe there was a Chaos campaign. Okay, so now we got the little skelly boys, and we got a giant out there. So, you know, it's something to write home about and say, hey, there's giants out there. They want to eat us for dinner. That's going to be a little bit scary, you know? How are we doing, though? I mean, I may have lost a couple of minions in there, but we literally 3D print them out of a Magic Kill staff. Now, I'm not going to make the same mistake we've done in the past where I do not have full unit cap by the time all the bosses start showing up, because now it's the Vampiric Soul Stealers. They're here. So we'll meet them in the field. I don't know how I got a regular... Oh, that's Atreus. Arteos? What is his name? Because I'm dyslexic, and it could be either one of those things, and I wouldn't know. Yo, that's cool. Okay, so they got a champion archer. An archer with a helmet right over here, which is pretty cool. And he does have lifesteal, but we've stolen the lives of all their troops, and they're all dead now. Victory is ours. Now, do we want a giant? I think as things start to get more difficult, we will want another giant. It's the Voltaic Revolt. Yeah, there we go. That'll fill out the unit cap. So I think I can get one more archer in. Now we're at 100 out of 100. I'm not sure if we did that. These guys are cool, but it's almost like if Da Vinci and Nikola Tesla went back in a time machine to like ancient Greek times. So it's a little bit strange, but it's a pretty cool faction. And King Zarek is giving you his blessing. Where's King Zarek? I don't need his blessing. I want him to come out and fight with us. King Zarek, are you here? Are you in the room with us, King Zarek? No. It's Xenophon, the blood blades of the Sicklewrath tribes. Okay. Xenophon and Sicklewrath. That's a big sickle boy. Yeah, it's like, all right, we need a new unit. Let's make him giant size and have him fight on the battlefields of Sticktopia. Oh, we've lost 2 units. I wonder what it was. Archers? No, I think it was a Spearton. Would be my guess. Do we see any bodies on the floor? Pull back, my troops. I'm trying to look through all these bodies. I can't really tell. Yes, okay, there he is. One vampiric Spearton has fallen in glorious combat. All right, so the deads are here. So we've got the Kai Rider and we've got the Stone Giant. I think after this, I think the only one after this is the final boss, which we actually got to use in the mission just previously, which is hilarious when you think about it. So now I haven't used any spells. I'm not playing on insane. I'm playing on harder because, as you can see, I'm using a mouse for the emulator. I play all my games, like 90-something% of the games on a computer. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Should we crowdfund? Should we kickstart a Stickman game? I mean, we've made Stickman trenches. The Swift Griffin and the Swift final boss. Who are the Swift? Does that just mean they're fast? Wait a minute, that's weird. Why are they little but smaller? This is really weird. Someone shrunk the final boss. Why did they do that? Oh my gosh, he is... Okay, I'm seeing why they call him Swift. He is hyper fast. All right, this is gonna be bad. The only way we killed him, I think, was with archers, actually. So once these giants die, I queue up archers. And we use the minion 3D printing infinite troops as the means of doing the meat shielding, and the archers are going to do the damage. I think that's the strategy. All right, so the final boss died before Griffin the Great. Swift giant. Okay, this is kind of fun. It's funny that my criticism at the beginning is a little bit unfair, because this is the first time I've ever seen a mini giant before. Let that sink in. A mini giant. So please leave your challenges in the comments below. Now, I'm sure I played this one before. Mission 62 was memorable, but like, look at this. I've maxed it out on hard. Protect King Zarek, and he wants to see the giant stone dead be destroyed. Now for spells, I think we do health and block, and then archer damage. All right, what do we got? Now with this, I might do a minor rush. Oh, this is weird. We haven't done this in a while. We actually have like a tug-of-war style battle. So we'll kind of like, oh my gosh, okay. The king has arrived, and they've immediately sent a Spearton. Do they charge, or do they hold the line? They're holding the line. All right, so I'm gonna do a mining rush. I may not have even needed to do that. In the last video, it was pretty funny. There was a comment like, you guys want this guy as your financial investor, because I was basically looking at the gem value and roughly equating it to a US dollar value of its overall value. Like, would you want it? Oh my gosh, they're printing on an army. I'm not able to keep up with their production. Maybe I should have gone leaf skins. What's the noise? An earthquake! I don't hear an earthquake. I don't see an earthquake. I don't see anything. Oh, they should have had like a little bit of noise for the big guy here. Okay, so the stone giant, this is gonna be tough. Now I see why it's a memorable mission. And think about it, this was in the first 100 missions of the weekly mission chapter of Stick War. Is he gonna stay there? Zombies normally just keep walking. Oh gosh, this is not good. I'm gonna need more archers. My archers are queuing up incredibly slowly, but King Zarek brought some golden Speartons, and it looks like 2 golden Archidons. Now we have lifesteal. Not that we'll need it with the archers, but we will want it with the Speartons. Okay. Why are you attacking him? Attack the freaking giant. King Zarek, you're a noob, bro. This is like protect the VIP. But when you're playing like this style, it's not very good. AKA not like user control on a mobile phone. You know what, man? I'm gonna get a couple Merrics out here for healing and a golden Spearton. And by a couple, I mean just one. Just one. Now, I don't know why I brought in a golden Spearton when they provided some for me. Where's this giant's health? King Zarek, bro. It's like, you've got a death wish. Did you see what he just did to your army, Mr. Zarek, sir? Sir? Mr. Zarek? Gosh. Where is his health? Oh my gosh, you're getting smited. 104 damage. Yeah, I think this is the mission where if Zarek dies, we lose. Okay, the giant just went down. Protecting the VIP is of tantamount importance, I think. We've done that mission before. That was a challenge that came up in the past, which was basically, okay, I think we're gonna hold back. We've killed the stone giant. Now we just have to destroy their statue. So what's our economy situation like? I'm seeing 4, 5, 6 miners. Yeah, you can see the quality of life updates in Stick War Saga by being able to queue up multiple units, which is not original for the Stick War series. It's not the first time they did it, is what I mean. First time they did it, I think, was like in Stick War 1 and 2. Definitely in Stick War 2. I checked that out earlier. Should we play through the campaign? Because I'm thinking it's a yes. All right, so once this Merrick heals everyone up, Mr. Zarek is going to take this pretty impressive front line of troops and our remaining archers that we're queuing up right now, and we are going to destroy the enemy statue. Now, while you're watching this, I hope you're thinking about which mission you'd like to see in the next video. Or if we do a tournament challenge or a campaign challenge, I'm up for all of it. This is just one of those games I enjoy. And while Stickman Trenches is an amazing Stickman game, one thing I think we could have done better, and we want to do better in the next one, is replayability. 100%. Okay, they retreated. Got 1 spirit in there, but I've got 4 golden spirits in, so that's just such a strong army. Once they start getting here, we're not going to be doing 4 damage. We're going to be doing 45. Yeah, they're going to have to come out. We'll pull back when they do to defend their statue. The enemy's called in reinforcements. That is quite a bit of reinforcements. And we should, look, even Zarek himself's not gonna, like, shouldn't die this time, right? Please don't die. Look at that little Merrick, like, just hiding right behind the lines as arrows fly over their head. It reminds me of the Siege of Helm's Deep in the 2 Towers when the elves on the wall had the arrows shot over their ears by the elves behind the deeping wall. Nerddom. You gotta love it. So, thanks for watching another episode of Stick War. There's over 500 missions. Let me know which ones are the best and the hardest. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.